You might be wondering about this car. What's been going on with this car here? I got the car all stripped down. I haven't done no videos on it. What has happened here is simple. Life gets in the way, okay? The owner of this car has had a rough time of it for a while. Now life is looking good for him again. He's trying to get himself started and back on track again. So, it's one of those things. This here is a job for me. I get paid by the hour to work on these cars. A lot of you ask them questions. The problem with this car is right now, the finances from the owner is not there, okay? He has other commitments that he wants to address first. He's moving. He's also getting married. Congratulations, Ben. And all that stuff takes priority to a project. I never knew none of this when I hauled it back in the garage and stripped it down. Ben broke the news to me a little while ago. It's been sitting in this garage now. After having two big snowstorms here. What I got to do is I got to put this back in storage. Sad to say, but yes. I can't go getting too far ahead on this car and driving up a bill on it. That's the dangerous thing with these cars here. The way I work is I charge an hourly rate. I get paid every 40 hours. Once the 40 hours is paid, I move on again. The issue with this one here, there is going to be no finances for this car now till sometime in the fall, okay? So I won't be doing any work on this car now for a while. I'm going to put it back in storage. Sad to say it. I was hoping to get at this car this winter. I was hoping to have a lot of work done on it by now. It's just that the money's not there. I cannot be putting a lot of time in it and tying up time in a project when I could be working on something else. Like the issue with it is that I can drive the bill up on this extremely high by putting lots of hours in it. I do not do that because I've worked at this industry a long time, and I don't like putting the grips on the owners of the cars to say, well, you owe me X amount of dollars. That type of thing. I work for 40 hours, I get paid. I work for 40 hours, I get paid. So that way, at any time in the project, through no fault of maybe something happened, the owner cannot afford to pay for it no more, or he realizes that he got too much money spent on his project, he can pull out. I got no issues with it. Dropping off a car like this here into a shop and say, here, go do it, send me the bill. That's not how it works with these cars. You got to have an unlimited budget if you're going at that, because it can get pricey in a hurry, okay? This car has been here now for a few years, and I picked and poked at it and done what I could as I went along. Right now, Ben don't owe me nothing. I don't owe Ben no hours. Everything's straightened up on this car here now. So, like, I'm not upset that I'm not at it. And Ben's not upset that I'm not at it. It's just we come to a mutual agreement that he has other priorities in his life right now that has to be looked after before this car did. That's all a part of this. I've dealt with this type of issue over the years. That's the reason why I work like I work. I've reached a point in my life where I'm trying to do my own cars. I spent my entire life building other people's cars, and my stuff always got put on the back burner. But because of the YouTube world and stuff like that, I'm able now to actually build cars of my own, to build them. That's the reason behind the Toyota. Okay, I have a list of cars that I want to build. Eventually, I like to get it so that it's just me here building my own stuff. I'll retire just building my own cars. I'd love to be able to do that. But this was an opportunity that came along. Car was sent to me from the States. I don't know if it was 2,500 miles or something like that. And he wants me to restore his car. It's a very cool opportunity to have. And I'm hoping now the fall rolls around that everything will be ironed out and we can start getting back on this car again. So disappointed to let you know that there'll be more work done on this car now for the next 6 months for sure. It's just one of those things. I was hoping that I tore into it with the whole intentions of getting this car, getting the main shell of it all done, get a whole bunch of welding done on it. I gets into this here and starts racking hours on it. It's going to be overwhelming for Ben. And with his predicament right now, he's moving and moving later this summer, and he's also getting married. And that type of stuff, he don't need the burden of owing money on this car on top of it, okay? He don't owe me nothing, okay? This car is going in storage. It's in a storage mall, and it's all paid for, everything's looked after. And when the time comes, we'll get back at the car. It's the way projects are sometimes. It's not all cut and dry like you see on TV where a guy comes and drops off a car and 3 weeks later we got a beautiful, show car. That's not how the world works, okay? He's an average guy. He's got a job like everybody else. We worked an arrangement. He paid me so much. And then, as we go along and we work that way. So, I tries to help him out as best I can with the hours and stuff like that. And in the way I talk about, I work for 40 and I get paid for 40. A lot of times I'm 50, 55, close on 60 hours into a project and I charge 40. It's just the way I am. I'm quite content to get paid that way. I like to put in a little bit extra each time I do it. But I don't want people to turn around and say that, never got their money's worth, because I'm always on the other end of the spectrum. I want everybody to get their money's worth. Like, some of you may be wondering, I got this job on the floor. What am I going to replace it with? Right now, I have enough going around here now that keeps me going. I don't need no more work on the go. I have a few small jobs that I might be able to do. But the big thing with this, I want to see if I can get this ramp up and functional. Guys have sent me parts for the ramp, and I greatly appreciate it, by the way, that I can actually get this ramp up and running. I can't do nothing with the car on top of it, and that's one of the biggest reasons why I want to put it back in storage. It's coming on springtime now. I got to finish Wendy's car. I'd like to get my old black Chev back on the road again. This is the stuff that I'm thinking about that I can get done now, because this here is put on hold. I figured I can get my projects, my smaller projects, clued up and done and gone. I won't have to worry about that when the fall rolls around, when it comes time to do this car again. So don't go worrying that I haven't got no work here on the go, because that's not the problem here. A number of people have still contacted me about me doing work for them. I'm not taking on no big jobs like this no more. This is pretty well the last full restoration that I'm probably going to do for a customer. It was an opportunity to take on. The big old Chev is metalwork. That's not a complete finished job. That car is going, once I get all the metalwork done on it, there's still a lot of metalwork had to be done to it. But this one here, I got to make a full-on driver, turnkey, paint it, done, okay? But, so like most things now I take on for projects and hobbles is someone will drop me off a door, a fender, or, a box off a truck, a cab off a truck, that type of stuff. I'll take that stuff on because I can bring it in the garage and it's not a big item like a full car and stuff like that. So we've had some bad weather here, and I wasn't taking it out in the bad weather. It's after clearing up now and all the snow is melted away. I got to get a trailer now and get this brought down to the storage unit and get that poked away and tucked away for the summer. So that way I got a freed up bay that I can get more of my stuff in there and get it done. Main thing is I want to get the ramp done. I like to get the ramp working. I like to have this fixed and working before I bring Wendy's car home, because I got to do some front end work on Wendy's car. And I want to get, it'd be nice to have this up and running. So in saying that, there's a lot to cover. The wagon's on hold. I'm going to put it back in storage. So I figured I'd just let you guys know this. And I'm sorry if I disappoint a few of you, but that's just it. That's how life goes.